3 people, including 2 home guards, were killed and at least 20 others injured in clashes that broke out between 2 groups in Haryana yesterday.
The clashes started on Monday afternoon during a religious procession in Haryana's Nu. This was adjoining Gurugram, and the police have said that the home guards were shot, Parmeshwar.
That's right. The home guards were shot dead as the mob tried to stop the religious procession, throwing stones and setting cars on fire.
Now, one more person was killed in the violence overnight in Gurugram, and which is why schools and colleges have been shut in the area, as well as in Nu and Faridabad, as well as Palwal.
In addition, prohibitory orders banning large gatherings were imposed in Nu, Gurugram, Palwal as well as Faridabad after these violent clashes, and there is heavy police deployment. Top officials claim the situation is under control now.
Well, still the internet services have been restricted.
Right now I am Nu, at the heart of violence which happened yesterday. This is Cyber Police Station of Nu, and you can see the rioters looted this public bus, captured it, got inside this bus and rammed this bus into the wall of Cyber Police Station, came inside the police station and destructed everything right inside the Cyber Police Station. And you can see the bus, how they captured it, rammed inside the Cyber Police Station. And this is the Cyber Police Station of Nu, and we all know that Nu is new hub of these cyber criminals. They have vandalized the vehicles which were standing inside the police station. This is a vehicle belongs to a police man, and you can see there is uniform which is inside the car. They broke that window. They did not break that window, but when they saw that uniform is there, they broke that window. And you can see this is the uniform of a police officer. They broke this whole place. They vandalized, and in fact they looted also. And this happened around 2 to 4 in yesterday afternoon. And you can see, look at this car. There's a brick inside the car as well. So they have damaged almost 15 to 20 cars belonging to the policemen, belonging to the people who were here to file a complaint. And look at these vehicles. Look at these vehicles. These are administrative vehicles burnt by these rioters yesterday. 4 vehicles just outside the Cyber Police Station of Nu. Our camera person Sushil Rathi will zoom and show these visuals from outside Cyber Police Station of Nu. These cars were burnt by rioters. You can see that bus which was captured, and then they used this bus to attack police station, to get inside police station, to burn the records. And as we pointed out that Nu is a new hub for these cyber criminals, and this Cyber Police Station was inaugurated 2 years ago, and this Cyber Police Station was playing an important role to nab these criminals. That is why they categorically targeted this Cyber Police Station, and you can see that bus right outside the Cyber Police Station, which was looted and used to enter inside the police station. Wherever you go in Nu, you will see these burnt cars only. In Nu, with Sushil Rathi, Saurabh Shukla for NDTV.
Switching tracks from Haryana to Maharashtra, 16 people have died in an accident which took place on a under construction site in the expressway in Maharashtra's Thane district.
That's right. In a statement, though, the NDRF has said the incident happened on the under construction Samruddhi Expressway after a crane fell on a slab of the bridge. 2 teams of the NDRF are working on the site. Sohit Mishra is tracking all the latest developments. Take a look at his report.
Well, that's right. At least 16 people were killed and 3 are injured, and some are still feared to be trapped where the NDRF is carrying out the operation after a crane collapsed on the Samruddhi highway near Shahpur in Maharashtra's Thane district. Now, as per the details that we have, the incident took place around 12 a.m. on Tuesday near Sarlambe village in Shahpur Tehsil of Thane district. The crane was being used for construction of a bridge on the highway when the incident took place. As of now, what we know is that 2 teams of NDRF are at this spot, and they were able to retrieve 16 bodies so far. There are 3 people who are injured and they have been rushed to a nearby hospital for treatment. As per NDRF, there is a possibility of some more people being trapped under the debris. The rescue operation is being carried out at this site. So this is the detail that we have as of now. Yes, there are few more people who are feared to be trapped inside, and the rescue operations for the same is going on. But in an unfortunate incident as of now, at least 16 people are killed and 3 are injured after crane collapses on the Samruddhi Highway in Thane district of Maharashtra.
Let's turn our attention now to the Supreme Court and their comments on Manipur. A day after the Supreme Court asked tough questions of the centre over inaction in the case of the Manipur viral video and other case related to the ethnic violence in the northeastern state, the Supreme Court will hear the case again today.
This as the Parliament continues to remain stalled over the issue and the government pushes legislation despite the stalemate. On the other point of the ruckus in the Parliament, the Manipur violence, the Supreme Court pulled out the centre and the Manipur government over the violence in the state that's been going on for 3 months.
The Supreme Court heard the petition of 2 women who were paraded naked and sexually assaulted by a mob. The court slammed the government's whataboutery, saying what happened in Manipur could not be justified by saying that this happened elsewhere. Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud made these comments.
He added that, are you saying protect all daughters of India or don't protect anyone? The Chief Justice has asked the government to respond to those questions. There are 6 questions that need to be answered, and that's going to be taken up during the hearing, which is going to take place again today.
Manipur on the agenda, from the Supreme Court of India to Parliament. The top court that heard the Manipur case extensively, including the issue of the viral video of sexual assault on 2 tribal women, made strong observations when an advocate brought up the Panchayat poll violence in Bengal. The Chief Justice said that we cannot justify what happened in Manipur by saying that this has happened elsewhere, and that they are dealing with an unprecedented magnitude of violence against women in these communal and sectarian clashes. The crimes are happening against women in Bengal as well, but here the case is different. The top court asked 6 pointed questions to the centre and the Manipur government, demanding answers in 24 hours. The questions are on the breakup of cases in Manipur involving the ethnic clashes, 0 FIRs, the number of cases transferred to police station jurisdictions, the status of legal aid to those arrested, and statements recorded before magistrates till now.
The top court questioned the government over delay in registration of FIRs in the sexual assault case, and the court also asked why were the arrests made only after the video went viral and the court took cognizance of the same. The court also observed that merely entrusting the case with SIT or CBI is not enough, and we have to ensure that the justice reaches the doorsteps of the survivors. The Supreme Court will again hear the matter on Tuesday afternoon.
Manipur is burning. We are requesting Prime Minister to give a statement. Are you agreeable for discussion?
The Manipur issue played out in the Supreme Court, even as Parliament was disrupted over the issue for yet another day. The government continued to insist that it was ready for a discussion on Manipur.
They are trying to misuse the liberty given to all the honourable members, and this is clearly reflective of their mentality. When the government is ready to discuss Manipur, when the government has already acceded to the sense of the House that there should be a discussion on Manipur, they have already spoiled, sir, 9 important days of the House.
The opposition, including the TMC, that brought a resolution in the Bengal Assembly calling the situation in Manipur terrible and calling for urgent intervention by the centre, continued to say that they want the Prime Minister to speak on Manipur.
All parties have been asking for is a discussion under emergency rule. Emergency rule mane sab business band karo, Manipur aage discuss karo. Ye hamara maang tha 20 July, from 20th of July. Today is 31st of July, still no discussion. It's a very serious issue. Why can't the Prime Minister come? We are all ready to discuss Manipur.
देश के हित के लिए आज बहुत बड़ा संशोधन इस बिल में करने के लिए लाए हैं।
जो सदस्य इसके पक्ष में है वो हाँ कहे.
This as the government pushed through more bills in parliament, bills that were passed without any discussion given the stalemate over Manipur.
The government has decided to harden its stand. It's now accusing the opposition of shifting its goalpost and also of deliberately disrupting the House so that a discussion on Manipur cannot take place. And with both these sides very unlikely to relent as far as the stand is concerned, we might be looking at, just like the last time, a complete washout of this session too. In New Delhi, with Arvind Gunasekar, Megha Prasad for NDTV.
Well, as the Supreme Court hears the Manipur case again today, another big question is what happens next in Parliament.
Now, the government has managed to push through some legislative business, but it has been at the cost of a proper debate that is so essential to the fundamentals of democracy.
The government accuses the opposition of shifting the goalposts on Manipur, as Megha was reporting, while the opposition accuses the government of trying to run away from a serious debate on the ethnic conflict and the barbaric violence in Manipur.
Meanwhile, the bill to replace the centre's controversial ordinance or the special order for the control of services in Delhi is likely to be introduced in Parliament with some key changes. We have our colleague Megha joining us. Megha, the Parliament has remained stalled each day this session. Can we expect anything different today or anytime soon?
Well, unlikely, Divya, that you would see scenes any different from what you saw yesterday, or for that matter, for the last 9 days, 10 days now that the Parliament has been functioning, rather not functioning in a way, because every now and then all you see in both the houses are adjournments. I think the maximum that one house ran, that was the lower house, was about a good 20 minutes. Nothing more than that, that both the houses have been able to run, and that too amidst a lot of sloganeering. So you should expect similar scenes, and in fact today, when the Delhi Ordinance Bill gets introduced in the lower house, it has been listed today. So in the lower house, when Mr. Amit Shah, the Home Minister, does introduce it, you should actually expect a lot of intensified protest in the lower house. Like the opposition, the entire of the opposition, at least till now, has rallied, behind Aam Aadmi Party as far as this bill is concerned. So you would see added protest because of this. Till now, it was Manipur and only Manipur, and why the Prime Minister isn't coming to the House. Today, it would be Manipur Prime Minister plus the Delhi Ordinance. So you should actually be expecting more fireworks. Sad as it is, the House is not expected to run. And how is the government now going to pass this particular bill, the Delhi Ordinance Bill? Will it happen like every other bill is being passed in the last 9-10 days now? Will it be actually pushed through without any debate and discussion? If the opposition doesn't come to the House and allow peaceful functioning of lower and the upper house, perhaps this is the same fate would be met with, this particular bill will meet the same fate, that it would not have any meaningful, constructive debate on it, and it will be put to vote. At least as far as lower house is concerned, the Lok Sabha, the government will have an easy way out because they have the numbers. So, when it gets put to vote, it gets passed in the lower house. In the upper house, the numbers, just as far as the government is concerned, they do not have the numbers on their own, but they have almost secured the support of YSRCP. That's almost done. But as far as other parties are concerned, the government is in touch with some other parties, including the Biju Janata Dal, and we are expecting that even they would perhaps, that's what we heard from them, that they might actually support the government. In such a case, in the upper house also, the government will have the numbers, but then that's the day when it comes to the upper house, not today. Today, in the lower house, expect a lot of ruckus around this as well.
Right, like Megha was saying, more fireworks expected in Parliament today. Thank you so much for joining us with all those details.
With that, we're slipping into a very short break. We're back in a moment with much more. Do stay tuned.